Hi there. Now you will see the whole plot of Fnaf 6, from the beginning to the final. And all this is thanks to the people from the Phoenix family team, who made the Russian voice acting for this game. In this video, I will show you all the cut scenes, with Russian voice acting, and of course, the real finale of the Fnaf 6 game. This is the Fnaf Play channel, and I'm Freddy the Bear, and it will be nice if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel. And we'll start with the very first cut scene that appears after the initial minigame. Start of recording. Leaving a safe place in 3, 2, 1. The purpose of this recording is to check the automatic response time and the reaction of old interactive animatronics on an audio simulator. If you are listening to this recording, it means that you not only checked at the end of each shift what was going on outside, what he was asked for, but also found something that meets the criteria for your special duties described in paragraph 4. Follow the instructions, write down the test results, then securely lock all entrances and exits before leaving. After completing the steps I have described, do not return. In 3, 2, 1. Write down the results. In 3,
2, 1.
The beginning of a new day. It's time to prove yourself. It's time to take your career into your own hands. Have you been saving money all your life? Great. It's time to invest all your savings in one thing and make a huge bet on your future. A bet that in some cases will be crowned with 100% success. What is it about? We are talking about becoming a part of the Fnaf Entertainment Company. That's right, about owning and running a restaurant. About what almost everyone can handle. Of course, you need to invest a lot of money, but everyone does it, which means it's safe and profitable. Having made the first contribution, you will get everything you need to get down to business. A small room, several tables, and electricity. But do not forget about the money left over after buying the starter equipment. Decorate the hall, buy a stage, rides, animatronics, and much more. Now let's take a look at what will help you get started at Fnaf Entertainment. For example, the atmosphere. Try to keep a welcoming atmosphere. This will attract new visitors. Entertainment. A large amount of entertainment in your restaurant guarantees the return of visitors. Additional revenue. Games and attractions can provide additional income during the day, and there will be more money in your pocket for new deposits. Health and safety. Perhaps you will get something of very dubious quality, but we will not be angry about it, but we will simply cut your salary. Well, if you are not a particularly risky person, then this brings us to responsibility. Being an economical buyer is reasonable, but buying things at a discount increases the degree of risk. Despite the risk of being convicted, there is also a risk that something may be hiding in things bought at this sharply reduced price. Of course, it would be a serious danger if something from the outside tried to get into the restaurant for months. But we are not sure that this is not the case. This is the end of all the information that we are legally obliged to provide. Remember that now you are the face of Freddy Fazbear's new pizzeria. Smile proudly. It's time to earn some money. Fnaf Entertainment is not responsible for the disappearance, death, or dismemberment. Let's see how much money you have left after buying the starter equipment. Great, that should be more than enough. Let's get down to business. To your left are the hardware catalogs. You can unlock more expensive catalogs by simply buying items for your pizzeria. Use the arrows in the lower right corner of the window to view the items in each catalog. When you're done shopping, click on the button labeled Layout to place the items. You can switch between catalog and layout modes as much as you like before you open the restaurant doors to visitors. When you are ready to open your restaurant, click on the Done button in the layout mode. get down to business and try to buy something. After that, we buy a few things for our pizzeria and start our first working day. Your restaurant is now officially open. Great, however, this does not mean that it's time to rest. You have a lot of things to do that need to be done, while the customers are eating pizza in the next room. Here is a terminal from which you need to make orders, print documents, and perform other services. After all the tasks from the list are completed, you will be able to log out and leave this place. And also pay for the delivery and repair. It's a small expense, so don't worry about your pocket getting hurt by it. The only money you need to worry about is if you want to upgrade your office equipment. Now let's move on to the next one. You need to be aware that the ventilation systems and your terminal are quite noisy and may prevent you from hearing what is happening in the ventilation shafts. There are no problems as long as there is nothing in the ventilation. However, if you feel that something is moving through the ventilation shafts, you have several techniques for self-defense. You can turn off your terminal and ventilation system at any time in order to attract less attention that arises due to their fault. In addition, if you shine directly into the ventilation shaft, most likely nothing will jump out of there. You also have 3 programs in the terminal itself, such as motion sensor, sound bait, and secondary ventilation unit. However, keep in mind that you can only activate one of them at a time. Things are not waiting. As soon as you deal with them, just log out of the system and boldly go to drink coffee. And while there is not a single animatronic in this place yet, we are quickly doing the work and completing our first day. Great, you're doing pretty well. Now focus on finishing with the first working week. A big party is planned for Saturday, and it will be a kind of final test for you. Cope with Saturday, and you will prove that you are a successful entrepreneur, which without a doubt you can become. Congratulations on completing the first shift. However, your work is not finished yet. There is one more small matter. Checking and disposing of any animatronics found in the alley outside the back door. They are found here quite often, and we don't know why. But we know that they can be used as spare parts, which will give you some money before the new working day. Of course, like all the other benefits of this job, they come with risks. The safest thing to do is to throw it back on the street, but then you won't get the money. If you decide to leave it, you can get certain negative consequences, including your death. The object in question may not be as harmless as it seems at first glance. If you decide to keep it for yourself, then you will have to fill out a control form. During testing, constantly check the state of the animatronics. If you feel something is wrong, use the stun gun that we have provided to you. You can use it 3 times before it causes damage to the object. However, all subsequent uses of the stun gun will reduce the cost of the object. Here is an animatronic found in an alley. We are not sure of its origin. You need to fill out a control form before you want to keep the animatronics for yourself. Or if you want, you can throw it back into the alley and lose part of the profit. Please make a choice. You have chosen to fill out the control form. Remember that you have a stun gun that will put the animatronic in a neutral state if he behaves strangely or aggressively. You can use the stun gun only 3 times, then it will start to damage the animatronics and reduce its cost. Audio playback in 3, 2, 1. In total, the game will have 4 mini-games with animatronics. These mini-games have the same voice acting, except for the final words of animatronics. Therefore, so that you don't have to watch the same thing several times, I will show you 4 finals of all mini-games, with animatronics phrases in Russian at once. Write down the results. You have finished filling out the control form, and can proceed with disposal. Good job. End of recording. Thanks for letting me drop by the party. I will try not to disappoint. Write down the results. You have finished filling out the control form and can proceed with disposal. Good job. End of recording. What a deceptive call. And I realized that it was false when I heard it. But it's not distracting at all. Write down the results. You have finished filling out the control form and can proceed with disposal. Good job. End of recording.
You really don't know who your employer is, do you?
Write down the results. You have finished filling out the control form and can proceed with disposal. Good job. End of recording. Don't forget that by Saturday, you should gather everyone in one place. And now you will see the real finale of Fnaf 6 with Russian voice acting.
Now you've played your part. Or do you think that this job itself fell on you like a snowball? No. It was a gift for us. You gathered them all in one place, just like he asked you to. All these little souls in one place. They are a gift for us. Now we will do what we were created for. That's the end of it. You'll be proud of me, Daddy. Look, listen, and delve into it.
The connection is closed. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you remember that name, of course, but I'm afraid you misunderstood. You're not here to get a gift, and the one who invited you here is not the one you thought of. However, you were invited after all. You were all invited here. Into this maze of sounds and smells, the delusion of failures, a maze with no exit, a maze with no reward. You don't even realize you're trapped. Your thirst for blood has led you into an endless cycle. While you are blind, you chased after the subclasses of children who always turned out to be somewhere nearby, but somewhere out of reach, and you'll never find them. None of you will find it. This is where your story ends. And you, my brave volunteer, who dug up such a strange job for yourself somewhere, for some reason missed your chance, and did not run away, I assume you're here of your own volition. It seems to me that you have found a suitable place for yourself. I'll stay too. I'm right here. No one will remember about this place, as I do about how it all started. Perhaps, along with this place, the suffering of all past tragedies will evaporate. Enter the monsters imprisoned in the corridors, and voluntarily leave the souls that do not belong to you. I believe that most of you will find peace, maybe even something more, after the smoke clears. However, for one of you, the dark abyss of hell is open to completely devour you, so don't keep the devil waiting for you, old friend. My daughter, I hope you're listening to me. I knew you'd be back too. It's your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry that on that day, the day when you were put out on the street and left to die, no one was there to hug you the way you held others in your arms. And then this is what happened to you. This fate should have been mine, not my daughter's. I couldn't save you then, so let me save you now. It's time for you to find peace. I remember those whom you kept in your arms. This is the end of everything that connected us. Congratulations on the end of your working week. We apologize if all the circumstances were not disclosed to you from the first day of work, but it was important for your efforts and actions to be considered. Here, Fasper Entertainment, we appreciate fun, family, and food, but most of all, we appreciate your desire to correct past mistakes and get to the truth. Thank you for participating. Don't go back to work next week because Fasper Entertainment is no longer a legal organization. Please accept this certificate of completion. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you for spending time with us. That's the real finale of Fnaf 6, friends. As you heard, the guard did not escape and remained in this trap along with the rest of the animatronics. All of them were burned, and their souls went to heaven, except for Auden, of course, because he went to hell. That's how the story of FNAF 6 ended, and I want to thank the Phoenix family team for the excellent voice acting of the game. And I also want to say that at the moment there is a fundraising for creating a complete Russifier of the game, which includes not only Russian voice acting, but also a complete translation of all the text and pictures in the game. As a thank you for the excellent voice acting, I personally supported this project, and everyone can also do it by following the link in the description under this video. And of course, if you like the Russian voice acting of the game, then be sure to like this video. And now good luck to everyone, and bye.